Good afternoon. Good morning, guys. Welcome back again to the greatest show on the face of the earth. We're in the building at the Lavar Walker Daily Show podcast. I just got back from my yearly physical, brothers. Make sure you go get that yearly physical. And comedians, quit doing the hack ass prostate exam joke. If you are going and getting the finger put up your ass for a prostate exam, you're doing it because you want to. They use PSA antigens counts. They check your prostate through your blood. So can we please get rid of that hack ass joke? It's hacky, it's whack as fuck. Stop. So I did go get my physical today. They don't do much during the physical anymore because doctors and healthcare, everybody is just everybody is stressed in the healthcare business, and the insurers are literally, I apologize for that. The insurers are literally holding all healthcare professions hostage. Pharmacists, physicians, all being held with a gun to their head. I'm sure y'all go get physicals. The doctor tell you to cough and walk out the room. There's nothing much there. And then when I went there, my physical is 100% covered on the insurance. However, the lady said, if you complain about a backache, any other issue, there's going to be a deductible charge of $225. Meaning, if you go in for your physical and you have an axe planted in your chest and blood is dripping, you better not mention that. And I'm sure the doctor is not going to pay attention to it. He's going to check you. Everything. Where's your right hand? Where's your left? Cough, cough. They're going to, this is tripping. I got to put this on airplane mode. They're not going to pay any attention to that axe in your chest. And if you say anything about that axe in the chest, the doctor is going to disappear. And that lady from the front desk is going to come in there with a card reader to charge your card before that doctor acknowledges that axe in your chest. This is what healthcare has come to. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. They asked me if I wanted a flu shot. I declined my flu shot. I also declined my EKG because that is not covered by the insurance. And these insurance companies are ripping us off. Just think about this, right? I'm on my wife's plan. They might take $300 or $400 a month out of her check for a family of three. Right there at $400, what are we looking at? You're looking at like $4,800 a year. That's only 20%, right? So the deductible, the policy is a $24,000 a year policy. And when you go get your physical, the insurance company only pays $400 to the physician for the physical. Do you see the ripoff we're talking about? It's just a whole total fucking ripoff. But I'll digress. We need to get into what we're going to talk about today. They are bringing up R. Kelly in the news. So the woman that got peed on when she was 14 in the video, she is writing her book. And listen, I'm not victim shaming here. I think that was a horrific thing that happened to this young lady at that age. However, I just find the timing to be interesting, right? Now, R. Kelly will not get out of jail till he's 80, rightfully so. He is serving his time. He's in jail. He has no money. He's eating syrup sandwiches, whatever they eat in jail. The man ain't laid in a bed in I don't know how many years. He is paying his debts back to society. Now, you got 3 million files out with the Epstein case. None of these people are in jail. None of them. So what they're doing now, and black media really needs to open their fucking eyes. What they're doing now, they want to feed us back our black celebrities. And I'm not going. I don't give a fuck what they did. I don't want to hear about Bill Cosby. He went to jail. R. Kelly's in fucking jail. None of these people, none of these billionaires that were eating these children are in jail. And they're not going to even go to jail. They released the 3 million pages of documents not to even get anybody indicted. They just released that shit to confuse the general public. Because now we can say certain shit AI, certain things aren't true. It's all a wash at this point. And then you come in and they want to confuse you even more by bringing up old celebrity shit. So let's go dig up Michael Jackson again. Let's go put the shovel in the ground, dig him back up, open up the casket, pull him out so he can stay, because these people feel bad for what happened. People are sick. Even the teacher, it was a teacher in Baton Rouge recently who took himself out. He got caught flirting with a little girl or something like that. He deleted himself. Her family or uncle, and this is a horrible thing, I'm not condoning this behavior, but the man took himself out. He took the pistol out, put it to his head, and deleted himself off the face of the earth. However, the young lady's family feels that's not enough. That is not enough, not even for him to be gone off the face of the earth so he can't even touch anybody. So why don't people just start saying what it is? Just give me some money. You want the money. That's what this is boiling down to. And I'm going to get back with these Epstein files. I don't want to hear about no black celebrities. Breakfast Club, Shade Room, stop reporting on that shit. It's all a flam. It's all just to misdirect at this point. And what niggas love to do is tear niggas down. So they niggas on the train. You see what I'm saying? And these be the same niggas want to hold hands and march and do all this shit, but you'll tear another nigga down. That's what they're doing right now. This is what's happening. So it just doesn't make any sense to me. We need to wake up. We need to stay woke. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's pulling up this morning. Cool. Everybody's here. Y'all can hear me. Shout out to everybody on IG, Facebook, YouTube, all over the world. We are in the building, but I just think it's ridiculous. And more stuff in regards to this Epstein thing is coming up. They even found some stuff on the Dalai Lama. What is it about children and billionaires? I'm trying to figure this out. These powerful people, what is it about children and billionaires? Do they want their youth? Do they want to live longer? Are these people like vampires? What is going on? Because children seem to be a very valuable commodity in the billionaire world. It's like you go around, as you mentioned, children, and I think people get hard. Did you say children? I'm sure there's got to be some restaurant somewhere where they're actually serving babies. It's really unsettling. I don't know. And I'm going to show y'all this real quick. I just saw this. This is so weird. We could look at this together. Let me see. Hold on. Let me show y'all this. All right. Y'all see this shit? Look at this. Now, this is the Dalai Lama. They say the Dalai Lama has reportedly met multiple times with Epstein and is mentioned at least 169 times in this file. And this is the Dalai Lama with a child. If you look to the left, look at the man right here. He like, what the fuck? Oh my God. This is really sad and pathetic. I don't know, man. I'm just disgusted. This whole thing is really, and look, nobody, like I say, nobody's gonna be indicted. And we'll just continuously kick our old black celebrities backs in. They bringing back up Bill Cosby. We know, did the man not go to jail? Was he not drugged publicly? We know what he did. We know it's a horrible thing. I know. But are we not going to talk about the billionaires? Are we not going to talk about the Epstein Island? Are we not? Just let me see something. He asked the baby to suck his tongue. And people sitting around there laughing and shit. Ask that baby to suck his tongue. Look, I'm going to tell y'all something. I know I've been talking about this a lot. If anything happens to me, I'm not going to take myself out. For the record, just know the billionaires got me. But if something happens to me, I need y'all to stand up. And we just keep standing up because we outnumber them significantly. So just remember, please remember I said that.
And also, if I get drunk, I don't.
This is interesting. I'm going to switch subjects real quick because I'm all over the place. That's just how I do. But this woman is talking about body counts. Y'all got to see this. She's talking about body counts. And I know y'all about to pay attention to this.
And also, if I get drunk, I don't count whatever happens while I'm drunk. This is part of my body count.
What's your body?
She said, as long as she get drunk, she doesn't count that as a part of her body.
My body count? I'd say like under 5.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, there's a couple situations in which I don't feel like they count. For example, if I meet a fan and we decide to do content, I don't consider that part of body count. If I go on a girls trip, whatever happens in that girls trip, I feel like that doesn't count as a body count.
So if you get drunk, 5 guy,
Didn't happen.
it doesn't count towards the body count.
Doesn't happen. It doesn't count because it just doesn't. I feel like the only times I consider body count is when I'm invested in what I'm doing and in an emotional way.
So
do you hear this?
If you met the man of your dreams right now and he wants to spend the rest of his life with you and he says, I just have to ask you one question, just be honest, it doesn't matter. What's your body count? What would you say?
I would be honest. I would say under 5.
So fellas, listen, when they give you the body count, a woman's body count will always be in an exponential unit, right? So with this particular lady, I'm going to give her 5 to the power of 3. Now, this might go over people's heads if you don't have any type of intellectual skill or mathematical ability, and that's okay. You shouldn't even be in this chat. But we're going to give her 5 to the power of 3, which would be times 5. That's what we're going to put her. So her body count is hovering, which I believe to be low, at about, what's 5 times 5 times 5? Does anybody know? Let's see what we got. Well, no, I'm sorry. 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. So I'm going to go 5 to the power of 10. That's going to be 9.7 million. So we'll just say 5 to the power of 5. Just take it to the power of 5. And it could possibly be 10. 125 is a little bit too low, I think, for this young lady. So we're going to, no, she's not lying. You just have to remember, anytime a woman tells you a body count, you have to put that in a multiple, you have to put the exponent on the side of that number, because there's a lot they don't count if they're not emotionally invested. Where a man will just tell you his body count. I got a low body count because my body count ain't really that high. I'm saying I wasn't really out in them streets like that. So it's what it is, man. That's crazy. None of that I can use. This is crazy too. Look at this. I'm just finding all kind of stuff. Look at that. This was March 20th, 2015. Please find attached a draft agenda for the meeting on preparing for pandemics. I hope we can pull this off. This has to be AI, bro. This is unreal, y'all. I don't know. What the hell is this? Look at this, y'all. What the hell? Look at that. Bro, that's a human in there, bro. Oh my God. Did you see that? That is a person. Lord have mercy. Man, they say that's a witch. Man, you can't tell me that ain't no. I saw a lady look just like this the other day in Aldi's. Oh my gosh. Woo, that is scary. Oh, it's a lot out here, guys. It's a lot out here. I don't know what to say, y'all.
Accept it, but I don't know if you'll feel so excited.
Y'all think it's a game out here. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Show y'all something. Human DNA found in hot dogs. I'm turning into Alex Jones.
People who eat hot dogs eat them because they taste so good, but what's in them is not so good. We've learned to accept it, but I don't know if you'll feel so accepting after this. The company Clear Foods recently analyzed 345 hot dog and sausage products from 75 brands and retailers and found, are you hot dog lovers ready for this? Human DNA in 2% of the samples and in 2/3 of the vegetarian samples. And get this, 10% of all vegetarian products appear to contain meat. Clear Foods says that there are some companies producing high quality hot dog, top scores to Butterball, McCormick, Eckrich, and Hebrew National.
Maybe this is what's happening, y'all. They're using the children. These billionaires are getting these children to put them in hot dogs. They're turning the babies to glizzies. That's where we're at right now. So just everybody prepare. I'm going to tell y'all, go buy you some ammo. Get your gun cabinet together, because I don't know what's about to happen, but it's not looking good. We got more.
People that solve problems.
We got more of this guy here. Let's see what he got to say. This is Epstein. He's saying the universe is a simulation.
At philosophy, some of the philosophers can't do math, and some of the mathematicians. And again, mathematicians often break into two categories: people that solve problems. Those are more like geometers. There's just problem solvers. And then there's thinkers, theoreticians. They're more like the old movement towards.
Yo, look at his face. Don't he look like a time traveler or some shit? Don't he look like one of them presidents on the coin?
Philosophy. But neither one of those two groups have been able to figure out why something is alive as opposed to something that's not alive. No one's been able to describe what the soul is, but we all know it exists. And I think what we need is a new, science is a bad word. I think science only describes the things we already know about the physical world. In fact, there's an argument that the physical world that we see has been created out of our systems of mathematics. Everyone knows mathematics describes the physical.
I think he's trying to tell us that we are living in a simulation, which scientists are starting to discover that we quite possibly could be living in a simulation. We are quite possibly could be Sims. I'm sitting here talking to you, and my life is being directed by some big fat dude who lives in Pittsburgh, and he's sitting there with a beer in hand holding a game controller controlling me.
World much greater than it should, unless my view, the physical world really comes out of conscious beings that have mathematics. So they create it. This table appears to you and I to be solid. To a bat, because we have light that's bouncing off the table into our eyes, it appears solid. If instead of eyes that responded to wavelengths of visual light, our eyes responded to radio waves, the radio frequencies, it's not different, it's the same type of frequency as light, but different speeds, the table's invisible. We know that our phone works in this room. So the waves are coming through the windows, the waves are coming through the walls. So the wall.
I want to just say to the person that is trying to steal my Facebook account, just stop. I'm getting these alerts on my phone, and you're not going to get into the account. I know Shannon Sharp is not trying to interview me. I know that Kim Kardashian is not. Just stop trying to steal my account.
Walls are invisible to that type of radiation, that type of energy. The walls are, I can see them because my eyes, a physical system, determines that the walls are there.
You, with Murray Geldman, you founded, or were the original donor, and had the idea of Santa Fe Institute. And 10 or 15 years later, that effort to study the complexity of systems mathematically.
Yes.
Was
it's a total failure.
Why is that?
It's the failure of science because, in fact, if to some extent science doesn't describe romance, I don't know why I'm attracted to somebody. I don't know. People are attracted to each other, and everyone has the same feeling. They've seen someone walk in the room, and they say, "Oh, that person gives me a creepy feeling." Science has tried to describe it. Science doesn't describe what creepy feelings means. They just know it's a creepy feeling. I think women, as I said the last time, have an intuitive sense. What is intuitive? They have intuition, they have feelings, and they're able to deal in the realm of things that, especially men like myself, find unexplainable. Women have intuition, men see things a bit differently. Men want to measure everything. Women are not really that interested in measuring.
In what you're saying in macro terms, you actually think science.
So are they trying to paint this nigga out to be like Bill Nye the Science Guy or some shit? Is that what we doing now? They trying to show his intellect? This is fucking pathetic. What about the children?
Mathematics, maybe ultimately technology, is moving to that more intuitive.
I think science and math are old-fashioned. And unfortunately, people are still taught that they have to learn algebra in school and certain things in school, as opposed to learning to have an emotional.
Is this what Larry Summers was trying to get at? Maybe he didn't say it perfectly enough, but what he was trying to get to in that the systems we study today, the way mathematics is either taught or understood, that women just haven't gotten up to the highest realms of engineering or physics or mathematics because of that. And you're actually implying that there's a either new branch of science, or we've hit an inflection point like in Newton that's going to go in a Newton took mankind in a different direction because he was able to measure. Then you had subatomic, non-Newtonian physics later. Are you saying that you think there's another developing field that's coming up that may take us, I don't know how many decades to get our hands around, but that's what's evolving out of this?
Yes. In fact, I think that mathematics, it's not the end of science. Every year someone says it's the end of, we can't discover everything. There's lots to discover with a relationship to the physical world, but we know a lot already.
So why did he eat the babies? That's what I want to know.
Respect to the unexplainable world, we almost know nothing. Women, again, sense it. And instead of Larry Summers, I won't digress too much, but Howard Gardner early on said, there's not one form of intelligence. It's not mathematical intelligence. There's emotional intelligence. There's kinesthetic intelligence. There's this argument that I reject that.
And then there's PDF file intelligence. There's baby intelligence.
Black people are less intelligent than
Shout
white
out
people.
to Hilarious.
For example, that if
Y'all
I
check
was
out,
in the
check out his
forest
ugly
and I had to
documentary.
run from the lion or figure out a way not to be eaten, and my competition is
Yes, I agree, Keno. He's not dead. They pulled up a truck. Man, Epstein somewhere in damn, he probably in Indonesia, man. Nigga probably over Russell Simmons' house chilling in a pool with some more babies. I don't think he's out of here either, bro. I think all this shit was a cover up.
a local African. I'm the one who's getting eaten because they have the intelligence to deal with their local environment. So it's just different. It's not better, it's not worse, but there's many differences amongst different types of people. And so people have different intelligences and they excel in some intelligences usually and less so in others.
When did it come?
All right, I'm gonna wrap that up. I'm sick of this motherfucker. Don't trust people without mustaches. That's one thing we can learn. You got to be careful with these mustacheless men. These non-mustache men are really doing some creepy shit in society. So Shabuzi said that immigrants built this country, and that's a lie. I think the immigrants are helping to continuously build the country, but they didn't build the country. Shabuzi, there were slave boats that docked here to build this country, bro. So understand that, Shabuzi. Well, one thing a nigga gonna do, he gonna work for his master. You give him the right amount of money, they'll say anything. That's unreal, guys. Well, I think we're gonna wrap this up unless y'all want to talk about something else. You guys got any questions for me? You want to go over anything before I leave? I'm looking for some more juice to talk about. Just some things that maybe piss me off so I'm more impassioned and enraged literally at the same time. Yo, man, I want to send my condolences to Sherry Shepherd. I don't know if y'all know this, but Sherry Shepherd's show, her daytime talk show was canceled, unfortunately. And it looks like a lot of these shows are starting to get canceled. But it was good that the show did last for the 4 seasons. But that's sad. Also, they saying Wendy Williams might be in talks to come back to replace Sherry, which is very interesting. But when it comes to shows, a lot of the daytime TV talk shows, to me, just seem to be more background noise for doctors' offices. When you go to the dentist or you go to get your physical, that's what's playing, is specifically in hospitals all over the world. So it's very unfortunate. And then people's attention spans have pretty much tanked. And nobody cares. It's just about how much attention you can get. And when you get a guy like me that can come over here and say fuck and shit or whatever I want to say, and then they have to go by the rules of the FCC. It's just unfair. So yeah, that's really sad. And I'm thinking they probably gonna give Jennifer Hudson the axe as well. I don't want her to get the axe. I want to see sisters winning. But this is a great question. Sith Sigma asked me, what do I like most about comedy? just self-expression for me. People always told me I was funny my whole life. So it's just the freedom to get up there and create what you want to create and express yourself and talk about life and talk about what's going on and what bothers you. And then in a way, it's somewhat therapeutic to me. You know what I mean? Just to get up there and dive off a cliff and try to figure some shit out is somewhat therapeutic to me. So that is why I love comedy. So that's why, man. So it's a beautiful thing, especially when you up there and you don't know where the laughs are coming from. You don't know where the joke is coming from sometimes. And it gets very quiet. A lot of comedians can't stand in that silence. And I have to practice that. Whoever won America going to add his show. I don't know. Right now, my favorite comedian is Dave Chappelle, hands down. Just a brilliant dude. Jack Funny out of Detroit. That's a funny young brother, man. He naturally funny. Very funny. I've seen his sketches. Very funny. And the people that try to have babies and they take the babies for demonic rituals and the adrenaline. That is true. I talked about that yesterday. They do take these babies for adrenochrome, working them up, and the kidneys push out that hormone, and then they eat these babies, man. And I guess they live to be 200. They get the adrenochrome, they can live as long as turtles. Hilarious Mark say, I'm a natural. You can try not to be funny and still be funny. Thank you. I just wish my ticket sales reflected that, Hilarious Marcus. That's what we're trying to get. I really wish you guys would come to a show and buy those tickets when I have them on sale. So, oh man, without y'all, absolutely. I'm talking about right now, but Bernie and Robin Harris were some dogs. Both of them from Chicago, real quick with it, crazy. I wish I could have met Robin Harris, boy. He would think I was a weirdo because I'd just be following his ass around getting roasted. I'd be like, Robin, please roast me. Shout out to Leon Thomas, man. He y'all cousin? Where you from? Yale? Where y'all from? Thank you, Keno, for saying that. I appreciate that. Where y'all from? Where Leon? I don't know where Leon from. I'm gonna leave that up. Yeah, y'all need to see me in person. Please. Keno ain't lying. I want to know. Now Leon got all these damn cousins, man. Now he got these cousins. Oh, I appreciate that. There's some great names to be mentioned of, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. You got Corey. Isn't that ironic? Mike Epps is mentioned amongst my name. Come back to Philly. And I'll be back, man. We did pretty good, man, even though it was an Eagles game. So Philly messed with me heavy, man. Thank you, Goffsky. I appreciate you, bro. Well, guys, I'm looking and scrambling for other stuff to talk about here. I've pretty much given you my life. I'm still here fighting, trying not to go back to pharmacy, but who knows? I might have to. If shit don't pick up, I'm gonna have to put this lab coat on. I'm trying not to, but it's what it is. I will be honest and transparent if I do. Who is that? Oh, they messed up. They didn't redact somebody right in the Epstein files, y'all. Look at that. There's somebody they messed up. Y'all gotta, I don't know. Who is the redactor over there? Who's the redactor? Mark is, I'm not gonna post that. Those are my friends. Y'all see that? Who the hell is that? They didn't even cover him up. Look at that. Y'all just let him ride. Who the hell is that? Everyone is sick. These people are sick. They're doing oopsies in the redactions. Who's in the redaction office in the White House? They're gonna have one with Trump on there. They forgot to redact. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. You see what they do? Look at this, y'all. Let me show y'all something. I'm probably gonna get a strike for this, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway. Look at this. Jeffrey Strokes. Oh wait, y'all gotta hear the music. Here we go. What you talking about, man? What is wrong with these people?
I have thoughts.
Come on, it'll be fun.
They're good thoughts. What you talking about, Billy?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean, Billy.
All right. We love you so much.
Man, why are they doing this shit to Jake? Man, we're not doing this shit.
This is the best.
This is wrong. This technology, this AI is really getting out of control. Man, just think. Jay-Z could have played Arnold on Different Strokes.
Hey, looking good, my man. You too, brother. This is the life.
You two are too much.
Couldn't agree more.
They wrong for this shit. Jay-Z ain't got nothing to do with this shit.
What you talking about?
I'm not going to let them sit here and try to destroy more of our bro. To be a black celebrity right now is very dangerous. This is crazy. Jay minding his business, bro, and all this shit is false. All these false accusations, man. And they ain't saying shit about Trump. I'm not going to allow it, man.
We have people in the United States of America.
Look at this. I know this is some conspiracy theory shit, but y'all got to see this. Let's see.
These children are not just kidnapped and in some cases bred by families as a cash crop. We have people in the United States of America that breed children in order to sell them. And when they are sold, they come without birth certificates, which means it's easier to kill them and have no one ask where they are. We're also importing children by the plane load. Again, children who have no documentation. It's not just child slavery or child sex abuse. It's also child torture. Because you have adrenalized blood. You have the whole blood drinking ceremony of the satanic world. It's also the use of children for harvesting body organs. And then you have ritual ceremonies and ritual murder, as well as incidental murder. Most organizations that end up being used to prey on children, Oxfam is a recent example. All of the United Nations organizations, the Boy Scouts of America, all of the child services agencies.
Do y'all know I was a Boy Scout, bro? I was a Boy Scout, man. I made it up to Weeblo. I went from Tiger Cub to a Weeblo, bro. No, I made it past Weeblo. I actually went all the way up to Scout. But I was a Boy Scout, man. I just let y'all know that. I ain't get touched or nothing. Ain't nobody play with these balls, but
across the United States of America. They did not start out as organizations to prey on children, but they attract and ultimately end up rising in the ranks and controlling those organizations, so that an organization that initially started out in the service of children becomes an organization that is in fact hunting children.
They are harvesting these babies. They really eating these babies, man. They really are eating the babies. It's insane. They had one thing on here that I saw. So I got to get off here in a minute and do some videos. But I want y'all to look at this. They called this lady crazy. I don't know what year this was, but they called her crazy. But look at this. I'm pretty sure as one of these people had a whole foot in their mouth. As they're sitting there with the fork and they biting the toe, they're like, get this bitch out of here. And then now she's out in the streets acting crazy. And as that person was putting the hot sauce on the foot, they're going, nobody's going to believe her. And they took another bite. And now they got her looking crazy. They probably ended up institutionalizing this woman, putting her in the nut house, and then shooting up with Thorazine. So she don't even know where the hell she at right now. What we doing? Unreal. Thank you, Marty. Just come to the show, man. Pull up on your boy, man. Support. Get some tickets when I come to your town. But Jay-Z about to sue all these outlets. Now, a lot of these pictures, y'all, these are getting weird. So now what's going to happen, and I guess this was the plan, when they released all the 3 million pages to just blanket the world with all this stuff, nobody's going to jail. Nobody's getting caught because now we're going to be so confused and buried into, well, what's real? What's AI? So that's where we at now. Well, guys, I'm about to get out of here. Steven Jackson, what's up? Steven Jackson, 1337. How you doing, brother? I'm about to go because I don't have nothing else to talk about, and I got more videos to wait. Listen, I'm going to have a bunch of dates coming up. I got a bunch of dates coming up in March. Still working on booking other shows, so I'm going to make my announcement of my mini tour. And y'all pull up on me, man. Get them tickets. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. We're going to keep doing. I'm going to keep popping up every day. I got to call you, Marcus. I ain't talked to you in a minute. So appreciate you guys. Nothing but love. And I'm going to talk to you all tomorrow.